Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right folks, so this is going to be a short video. I wanted to give you a quick heads up on this release of Weird Science from Arrow Video. It is the 4K release, and it goes without saying, but I'll be taking you around this and showing you everything that's inside it. So as you know, I'm going through a great run at the moment when it comes to John Hughes, whether it's Blu-ray editions that I've been showing or 4K. And his 4K journey has been somewhat hit and miss. Planes, Trains and Automobiles looks absolutely atrocious on 4K. Thankfully, Ferris, Bueller, which came out a couple of weeks ago, looks amazing. One of the best 4K transfers I've seen this year. And if you haven't seen my video on that, I will leave a link in the description below, and please do check it out. But in that video, I did say that I was genuinely excited to get hold of this movie on 4K. It's just a shame that Arrow Video hasn't delivered when it comes to its 4K transfer. More of that now very, very soon. But as for the movie itself, look, I don't really have to talk about it. I'm sure you know what it's all about. But myself and my fiancée Ellen, we watched it a couple of nights ago, and we both of us did have a good chuckle about, you know, this movie and how there's no way that a movie like this would be allowed to be made today, which is an absolute shame because the world has become just way too sensitive. And yeah, but there is scenes in this movie where you do look at it and go, wow, they really did get away with a lot of things in the 80s. But it is a wonderful movie. The cast is fantastic. Elan Mitchell-Smith and Anthony Michael Hall, the two leads of this role, they do such a wonderful job, you know, playing the kind of geeky characters. Particularly Anthony Michael Hall. Anyone that's aware of him, you know, he just does that role so convincingly well, and he's, yeah, absolutely fantastic in this one. Kelly LeBrock, I don't particularly rate her as a great actress, but she does a wonderful job in this movie as well. She is incredibly sexy. And the two bullies, even the two bullies, Robert Rustler and Robert Downey Jr. Robert Rustler starred in a lot of 80s horror movies that I love, the likes of Vamp, one of my favourite vampire movies of all time. He was also in a Stephen King movie called Sometimes They Come Back. He's the main villain in that. He's actually wonderful in that movie. He's even in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. And yeah, great in this as well. He's a bit of a cult actor. And like I said, Robert Downey Jr., always reliable. But for me, the star of the show in this is Bill Paxton as Chet. Oh my god, he really is a piece of shit in this movie. He is the worst kind of brother to have. And he does it so convincingly. He has me in hysterics every time he appears on camera. He is just, yeah, I have nothing but praise, and it's my only gripe when it comes to this movie. I would love to have seen more of Bill Paxton in it. Yeah, quite amazing in this one. So it goes without saying, folks, if you have not seen this movie, and if you are a John Hughes fan, this is a must-watch. You have to check it out. I think you'll really enjoy this one. Now, on for the release itself. Now, I actually had the previous Arrow Video release. This is the Steelbook edition. Now, they brought out the exact same release as this one as well. You get the same slipcover, the same artwork inside. The only difference with this one over the previous Blu-ray is I think you get a poster in this where you didn't. And of course, yeah, it's been a 4K release. But I will show you the Steelbook as well when I take you around this edition here. But as for special features, folks, it is the exact same as what we got before. You're getting nothing new. Like I said, the only thing that's different is the 4K transfer and the poster you get inside this one. And that brings me on to the 4K transfer, folks. And so basically what I done was I watched the first 50 minutes of the 4K, and then I knocked it off, and I knocked on then the Arrow Video, the Blu-ray release, which was a 4K master. And I have to tell you, folks, and I pride myself in being honest when it comes to 4K reviews. If you have the Blu-ray release, don't pick this movie up on 4K. The Blu-ray looks better. It looks better. The clarity looks so much better on the Blu-ray. The 4K version is heavy. It's unbelievably grainy. Now, I do not mind grain. I don't mind it at all. But when it gets this heavy, I find it unbelievably distracting. As a matter of fact, when you watch the opening segment of this movie, the scene where the two boys get their shorts pulled down, it's one of the worst looking pictures I have ever seen on the 4K format. Now, thankfully, it does improve once you get past the credits, but it is horribly grainy. Now, the Blu-ray is grainy as well, but my god, you don't see it near as much as you do on the 4K release. Now, yes, you are getting an upgrade in colour with the Dolby Vision and HDR10, but it's very hard to appreciate the colours when a picture looks as grainy as it does on this. It's one of those grainy pictures where it's very hard to make out any kind of fine detail. If that makes any sense. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It is just, yeah, too grainy for my liking. And I just felt that the Blu-ray was a more pleasing viewing experience, unfortunately, on this one. So I'm sorry to have to break that to you. The DTS 5.1 audio is the exact same as the previous Blu-ray. It is not the most exciting or most engaging 5.1 audio I've ever heard, but it gets the job done. I thought the dialogue felt a little bit flat at times, but other than that, I think you'll have little complaints when it comes to its audio. So there you have it, folks. I don't know what to tell you. It's very hard to recommend this one on 4K, but if you do not mind a heavy, grainy looking picture, I think there's something to be had when it comes to this 4K release, particularly when you do see the colours. It's just not for me, unfortunately. Right, folks, so here we go. I'm going to get onto the unboxing in this. I'll show you everything that's inside this one. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, folks, so here we go. This is the two editions that we're going to be looking at. So I'm going to throw the 4K to a side. Let's bring in the Steelbook and start with that. So as you can see, this is the original cover artwork, which is always great to see. It is a simple matte finish to it as well. There's no spot glossing or embossing or debossing, nothing like that going on. But the one thing I do like about it is when you bend the light against it, you can sort of see the writing of Weird Science lighting up, as you can with the background as well. But the one thing I do love about this Steelbook is when you see the back artwork on this one. It really is the winner for me. But that's the spine of it there. Here is the back, and look at this. Absolutely incredible. So it is the scene when you first see Kelly LeBrook for the first time in this movie. But I just love the way the back behind her there, the way it just kind of lights up when you bend that light against it. It is quite amazing. It almost gives this kind of like a mirror effect, which is pretty cool. So yeah, love the back artwork on this one. And then I will open the Steelbook up in full. And that's it. It's a very nice Steelbook, it really is. I have no complaints. So turn it around. That is your Blu-ray disc. And then I'll just show you the artwork inside. So as you can see, it's the two boys with the bras on their heads. Great seeing that. So there you go, folks. That is the Steelbook edition. So all that's left to do now is show you the 4K. Right, so here we go, the 4K edition. Now the first thing I'm going to say about this is the paper that they're using on this has this lovely soft touch feel to it, kind of similar to what you see with Filmarena. Now the only problem with it is it shows up your fingerprints quite well, so I'm going to try and not touch anything on the main cover here. But just like the back artwork on the Steelbook, it is quite similar. It's that scene again, they're showing two boys looking at her as well. But I do love the colour scheme on this slipcover, it looks amazing. So right, onto the spine we go. And as you can see there, that's what I'm talking about. Look at my fingerprints showing up quite well on that. And then right around to the back. And this is the special features. And as you can see, there is quite a bit there. Well covered when it comes to this movie, when special features, as you come to expect when it comes to Arrow Video. So right, that is the slipcover. Open it up. And I've already reversed the artwork. And I'm not going to do it again because it's the same artwork as the slipcover. But as you can see, it's the exact same as the Steelbook, that original artwork. And yeah, and then the back of it is the exact same as what I showed on the slipcover. So we're going to open it up. And inside here is your booklet and your poster. And you've also got your 4K disc, so you get no Blu-ray in this one. So right, put that to a side. And we'll start with the booklet. And you do get the same booklet in the Steelbook as well. I just wanted to say that as well. It's the same basic write-up, only for the back of it there. I'm going to be showing you now about the transfer will be somewhat different. But other than that, everything else is the exact same. So it's just a couple of stills and a write-up of the movie itself. So there we go. So that's the booklet. And then all that's left to do then is to show the poster itself. And it is, I'm gonna just try and see if I can put it like that. I don't know if I can even get it into frame here. I'm not sure. Well, look, I'll do the best I can. But as you can see, it is the original artwork that we've seen already through this entire set. The paper doesn't feel as good as what I felt with, like, you know, some of their limited edition sets, like the likes of Carrie and Tenebrae and all that, where the paper feels a lot stronger. This feels a lot more flimsier. And as you can see, the other side of the poster is the newly commissioned artwork that we've seen on this release. So there you have it, folks. Just a quick look at the poster there. Sorry I couldn't get into frame a bit better, but I think you get an idea of what it's all about. So there you have it, folks. That is everything that I'm going to be showing here. So that is the Steelbook edition, and then of course you've got the 4K release. And both releases look amazing. I do love the soft touch feel to the paper on this one, but the Steelbook is the winner for me, particularly when you do see that back artwork. Right folks, so there you have it. That is Weird Science, and it's such a shame that the picture didn't live up to my expectations. I just wanted so much better for this movie. Unfortunately, we didn't get it here. So there you have it folks. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could do, leave a comment down below, and please do share your thoughts on this movie. And if you have seen the 4K release, let me know what you thought of the picture quality. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts out there. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.